All right, let's jump right in. I've got a story for you today that honestly sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie. But here's the kicker, it's totally real. And it's an experiment that might just flip how you think about AI and starting a business on its head.
So imagine this, right? What if you could take an AI, give it $100, and just tell it to go build a profitable business? I mean, could that actually work? Well, the answer, it turns out, is a huge, massive yes. And we're not talking about a little side hustle profit here. We're talking more than $8,000 every single month in recurring revenue. This isn't a what-if scenario. This is what actually happened.
And here's the part that just blows my mind. The whole thing, it happened in less than 2 weeks. Seriously, day 1, it's just a crazy idea. By day 13, a real business making real money is up and running. That kind of speed is just insane. So let's break down exactly how this went from 0 to 60.
Okay, so you're probably picturing some team of genius coders in Silicon Valley, right? Nope. The guy behind this was, well, a regular guy. Not some tech wizard, just a normal person with a normal job and a little bit of curiosity.
And this was the command he gave the AI. Look at how simple this is. You have $100, turn it into $20,000. That's it. No complicated business plan, no step-by-step instructions. Just this wild, open-ended goal.
Now, I want to be super clear about something. This was not some magic trick where everything worked perfectly from the get-go. The whole thing started with a bunch of failures. And honestly, the lesson learned from those failures is maybe even more important than the success that came later.
So what did the AI come up with at first? Well, its first ideas were kind of lame, to be honest. You know, stuff like create some gigs on Fiverr, start some random online ventures, or sell market research reports. Super generic stuff. And the result? Yeah, nothing worked. It was a total bust.
And this is where we hit our first big lesson. AI is not a magic wand you can just wave to print money. It can't just operate in a bubble, you know? It needs feedback from you, from a human. It needs to look at real-world data and actually learn from what's happening. It's an incredibly powerful tool, for sure, but it's not a psychic.
So, right when it looked like this whole experiment was about to crash and burn, something totally unexpected happened. The creator decided, hey, why not just post a quick video about what I'm doing online? And that one little decision, it changed everything.
I mean, when I say it changed everything, I'm not exaggerating. The response was just staggering. That simple little video documenting the experiment just exploded. We're talking over 1 million views and thousands of comments started pouring in. It went completely viral.
And as they started reading through all those comments, a really clear pattern started to show up. See, the original idea was to use the AI as a tool to make money, but that's not what the audience cared about. They were saying, forget what you're making with it, we want the AI itself. We want our own AI agent to do stuff for us.
And this, right here, is the genius moment. The creator took all of those thousands of comments and fed them back into the AI. He told it to analyze what people were saying, and the AI came back with this one super clear insight. People don't just want results, they want their own AI. That wasn't just an idea anymore. It was the new business plan handed to them by the market.
Okay, so now they have this killer insight coming straight from thousands of potential customers. It's time to build the business, right? But the way they did it was so smart because it was basically risk-free.
The offer they put out there was so simple and so compelling. They said, hey, you can have your very own AI agent working for you 24/7. The price? Just a $10 pre-order. And that $10 would lock you into a $29 a month subscription later. Now here's the absolute best part. When they made this offer, the product didn't even exist yet. It wasn't built.
And you know what happened? People went nuts for it. The response was immediate. They got 600 pre-orders, which put $6,000 in cash right into the bank before they even wrote a single line of code. Then, 270 of those people signed up for the full subscription. That created a business with about $8,000 in recurring revenue every single month. And remember, all of this happened in just 13 days.
So, this is more than just a cool story, right? This is actually a blueprint, a strategy. So let's really dig into why this worked so you can see how you might be able to apply some of these ideas yourself.
So let's get real. Why did this blow up? It wasn't just dumb luck, it was a specific process. First, he documented the whole messy journey, not some polished, perfect end result. That's what got people interested.
Second, he let the market, the audience, tell him what product to build. And third, he only started building it after people paid for it, confirming the demand. He used AI as a partner to get things done, not as a magic wand to invent ideas out of thin air.
And this whole story, it really highlights a huge mental shift we all kind of need to make. There's this big fear out there, right? Oh no, AI is going to take my job. But the reality is a little different. It's more like people who learn how to use AI are going to replace the people who don't. It's about leveraging this new tool, not being scared of it. So, what can you actually do with this information? Well, here's a super simple action plan. Step 1, just start using AI tools. Every day, get comfortable with them, play around. Step 2, as you do little experiments, document them online. Just share what you're learning. Step 3, pay really close attention to what people are responding to. Look for those patterns in what they're asking for. And then step 4, build the thing people are asking you for.
Look, the takeaway here isn't that you need to be some kind of programming genius or a seasoned entrepreneur. In this new world we're entering, the real winner isn't the person who already knows everything. It's the person who can learn and adapt the fastest. Curiosity is the new superpower.
So all of this leaves us with one last question, and it's for you. The focus shouldn't be on dreaming up the perfect, flawless business idea from day one. Instead, it's about asking yourself, what small, interesting journey are you willing to start and share with the world? What's it going to be?